The world is a rapidly changing place. None of us knows what or where careers will be available in 10 years' time. It's essential that we equip ourselves for surviving and flourishing in this technology-dominated world. As employment options increase, the paths to our chosen careers are changing too. What route will be most suitable for you? Will it be an apprenticeship or a university degree? Or will you learn as you earn, gaining vocational qualifications, possibly to degree level? These 4 short films will give you some insight into possible paths to employment. It nestles in a tranquil rural setting in County Tyrone, but family-owned GH Engineering is anything but quiet. This mechanical engineering business designs and manufactures agricultural machinery like slurry tankers and tub feeders. Farming is its lifeblood.
I myself originally from a farming background, and my father would have done wee bits of engineering. So then, I suppose it was there to start off with. And then I got started off when I was 16, and I got a job in Finlay Head Screens in Oma. And then I done my apprenticeship through it, and learned to weld and so forth, and went up through the chains. I was travelling the world for them. But then I got just had the dream to start working on my own. So when I left Finlay Head Screens in June 95, I started here on my own. And we started in that first small shed there. And ever since that, we've been just growing the whole way through. That's basically, we started off with myself here, welding on my own. And then we just 1 employee to so forth. Now at the minute, we're 9 employees.
Small businesses like this are an invaluable source of employment and training, especially for school leavers with basic skills who are keen to work with their hands.
The students would need to be doing their basic maths, the basic English, plus then like CDT or something along them lines, where they'd be doing a wee bit of drafts work, wee bit of computer work and design. And if they've got it that way, they'll be fully managed throughout the rest.
Employees receive valuable and paid engineering experience and the opportunity to gain much sought after vocational qualifications from local regional colleges.
Well, we work closely with the college and train the young lads on the whole way through. They start off with the basic health and safeties and all that throughout the engineering field, all their PPEs, and then in that course they still follow on with their level 1, level 2 and level 3 and an MDQ level in engineering. And they can reach their goal the whole way through. We also have a position in the company for a person to work with the computer, i.e. drawings and things, to which we're talking to the college about at the moment.
Qualifications don't have to stop at NVQ level.
If a young lad is interested and wants to go down the road of even an engineering degree, you can study throughout a small company like ourselves. You can start off with your basic NVQs, and you can start here at 16, and through ourselves and the help of the technical college, you can get a foundation degree within leaving here. And when you're finished with your foundation degree, you can then have to go in college for your degree if you want to follow it through that way. The only difference is if you follow the path of working while you're doing your foundation degree, you will end up with a 0 student loan, plus you will get some financial reward from your employer.
Whichever path you might choose, the benefits of an engineering qualification are clear.
In the engineering field in Northern Ireland, there's 80% more people required for the engineering field than any other degree there is out there. So you have an 80% bigger chance of getting a job in the engineering field than you have of getting it in any other career.
A worldwide shortage of computing skills means that for IT students, employment prospects are good. Allstate Northern Ireland employs almost 2,000 people, half of them in Derry and Strabane. 430, mostly IT graduates, work in the Derry office.
So you would have mobile developers here, you would have software architects here that would design the systems, you would have business analysts that go out and speak to the business about their requirements, and you would have in this office as well people that develop for iPads, the internet, and also some mainframe applications, so the back-end financial services applications.
"480 people, mostly with school leaver or entry-level qualifications, work in Allstate's contact centre in Strabane. Looking after the systems that support one of the world's largest insurance companies requires a wide range of IT skills. It also offers great opportunities for progression.
If you consider a graduate who comes in out of university, they would spend a couple of years learning the ropes from more senior developers, being mentored and coached by those who are more senior to them, and the skills that they need in the software development, the testing, the project management side of things. Once they become comfortable within that, then they can progress to more senior development roles. So if they want to stay technical, then you can sort of progress in that area and stay within your software development profession. But there's people here who have very, very good people management skills. So they come in here as technical employees, but they go down the route of management style roles, so team manager, senior manager, right up to area leader.
I started off as a Java programmer. I went to the US for 6 months to work on a project in a little room just covered in whiteboards where we just designed a system to administrate the policies for an insurance company. I then came back and started being the technical lead for the team. I then progressed to become a manager, and throughout about 3 to 4 years I then became an area leader where I managed the site as well as people among 3 sites in Belfast, Strabane and this site in Northland.
As in the case of engineering qualifications, the demand for IT skills outstrips the supply. Employers want to see schools introducing their students to software development skills at a much younger age.
The advice would be to try and get your teachers trained in software development and the IT remit, project management, testing, so that they can pass those skills then on to the students. Start them nice and early. It doesn't have to be straight programming. It can be, you can make it fun and interesting as well, and get people problem solving and thinking about logical problems.
Children seem to know more about computers than probably the teachers. So allow them to be creative with their computers, bring them in and allow them to do things on the computers, even if the teacher doesn't know how to do it. You know, be open to them being creative with what they're able to do on computers. Programming itself is just like a language. It's like learning another language, so Spanish to speak in Spain, whereas computer language to help program a computer. If you're interested in games, then computing should be very interesting to you, especially those games around strategy. Because that's the way you think whenever you're programming a computer. How are people going to use things and try and second guess what you need to do then to help a person use a computer.
Young people are more interested than anyone else in the potential of their smartphones, tablets, PCs and Macs. Studying to develop this interest could lead to a high-level IT qualification and a passport to employment.
There's a global skill shortage in IT, so all over the world, companies like Allstate Northern Ireland are looking for software developers. It's just not us. There's high competition to get the best candidates. So if you're a graduate thinking about a career, then IT, there's definitely opportunities coming straight out of university in that area.
Any successful business depends on a vast and varied array of skills. Uprint and its offshoot Soapbox provide labelling, packaging and branding for the food, drink and pharmaceutical sectors. The skills involved might not be immediately obvious.
Teachers come in and they see lots of physics going on in here. You know, sometimes I don't see the physics that's there, but there is, there's physics that happens. There's mechanics going on. The art subjects are important as well. The communication skills, the social skills. You know, business is about people communicating with people and people being able to talk.
Food and drink manufacturers rely on eye-catching packaging to draw customers' attention to their particular product. A mixture of creative and technical skills is needed to see the branding process through to completion.
Design is a large element within our organisation, and we have a design team. And generally we have, in that area we'll have graphic designers who will have spent time at university getting a degree in graphic design. In that area, to offer something different, you know, we've looked at graphic designers who have qualification from an art college as opposed to just a university, because it gives a greater level of creativity. Generally, we'd like general operatives to have sort of, a basic sort of 5 GCSEs, including maths and English. Our technicians level would be our printers, and printers generally would be qualified to about a level 3 qualification, sort of in around the same as about A-level standards.
New Print employs a number of graduates in accounting, sales and marketing, and it supports employees who want to continue learning as they work. Even those with only basic qualifications to start can avail of opportunities to enhance their skills right up to a degree equivalent level.
My education doesn't stop at school. I've been continually training since I've been with New Print right up to present day. I'm actually, in the last 2.5 years, done quite a few training courses, MVQ vocational. I did a level 3 in management, and then went on to do a management leadership level 5 award, which I'm hoping to complete now next year.
Running the business, we would have our managers, and our managers would like to sort of level 3, moving to level 4, level 5. Well, if they don't have a level 5 qualification, we like to be that they're working towards gaining a level 5 qualification, which would be equivalent to a degree.
With its eye on a successful future, New Print wants potential employees to come equipped with strong maths, science and technology skills.
If people switch off from mathematics at 12 and 13, they're limiting what they can do in their future careers, and we have to, as an economy, be able to compete globally in that technology sector. And if people are coming through and they don't have a strong mathematical, scientific, technology background, they're not going to be able to pursue the careers of the future.
Because the world is moving on so fast, the jobs of the future mightn't be invented yet, but it's people are ahead of the game and are learning and keeping up to date. The way I envisage that maybe in 5 to 10 years time we'll have people coming on straight from university who know all this and are up to date with what's going on and are able to help us and drive where we're going to go and what we should be doing, what's the next big trend, what's hot now, what people are looking for. Because if you don't do that, I think you're on a road to failure.
When Londonderry became the first UK city of culture, it was a huge boost for the North West's hospitality industry. Tourism's been identified as one of the main drivers for the local economy. Visitors who come to the region to experience our history and sample our culture need places to stay, to eat and to enjoy themselves.
I think Derry leads the way from a hospitality perspective in the north. Certainly if you look at the quality of the bars, restaurants and hotels here, if you look at the World Host, which we spoke about before, Derry is just a beacon in terms of customer service within the hospitality industry. Our business is a personality business, so from that point of view, we're here to put a show on for our customers. They've paid very good money to come through the door and have an experience. We have to give them that experience.
Derry is the first city in the UK to achieve World Host recognised destination status. More than 3,500 employees join 1 million others around the world in getting specialised World Host customer service training, including staff at the Ramada Da Vinci's.
When I came to Da Vinci first on my 2-week work experience, I wasn't just food and beverage orientated. I actually had to go at reception, with housekeeping, with bar, collecting glasses, running with food in the restaurant, and then basically when they must have seen where I shined and offered me the job in food and beverage. But there is an ongoing daily process of mentoring going on that's every day. If you have questions, you can go and ask somebody. You're not on your own, you always do have somebody to go to.
We have 95 to 100 people working here. You wouldn't think it, but it's quite a huge number of staff. So certainly there's loads of opportunities, from chefs to housekeepers to bar staff, food staff, receptionists, right the whole way through. Some of the administration jobs in the hotel, for example, sales and marketing, head of accommodation, the administration roles at reception, they obviously, you mentioned the figure end of things. We are a business ultimately at the end of the day, and we have to have a clear understanding. So a lot of our people come from that background of having studied maybe hospitality and tourism at college.
Da Vinci's Hotel is part of the Garvan O'Doherty Group, which employs around 250 people in the hospitality sector.
At the entry level, our staff every day are using tills. It may sound silly, but they're counting money, they're interacting with the customers. From an English language point of view, the communication aspect. But as you rise through to, typically if we took bar staff as an example, we have stock control measures that are in place. Stock control is basically a level of maths, of addition, multiplication, taken away, etc. So, you know, we have to be able to introduce those principles. I mentioned from the outset that the group employs 250 people, so we have a central head office as well that employs accountants and financial controllers, etc. So those level of jobs certainly require absolutely highest level of qualifications from degrees, accountancy degrees, etc., right through to administration qualifications.
In the hospitality business, especially the hotel end, there's ample scope for advancement for those with the right personality, the right skills and the right attitude.
From a skills level, we want people with strong work ethic, we want people with communication skills, we want people with a passion for the job as equal to the passion that we have. We want people who obviously are very good at working as part of a team. The GCSEs are key. We mentioned communication earlier. Communication is a key aspect of our business. So, you know, you want people to go through school and have. I think it shows commitment as well. You know, if you have someone coming out of school with the core subjects, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's all we look for. So if you can parallel the subjects, the core subjects, with the communication we spoke about, and with the theatre that we have to provide our guests, then those three together are the perfect formula.
It's just a career path that I've loved every minute of it so far. I've been working here now 14 months and I haven't regretted a minute of it, and it's something I do want to progress on. In 5 years' time, I would love to see myself in a supervisor or a management role, and you know, the possibilities are endless, and I do want to progress, and I see there's loads of opportunities, and it's definitely something that young people should start looking at.
The majority of companies already have close relationships with local schools. They want to help you to make the right choices. It's in their interests as much as yours to match the right person to the right job. Find out what they need. Visit their workplaces. The choice is yours.